All right. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing out there? So, I don't really know what I'm going to talk about right now. It doesn't really matter because I don't know. I'm kind of just doing what I can, man. You know what I mean? Doing the best I can as far as what I'm going through and just trying to, work on my mentality a little bit and somewhat change my mentality. Um, I think I've kind of changed the vibration of things already in a lot of ways, right? And like I said, everything is positive with me, man. Anything that I say, I stand on. Everything I say that comes out of my mouth is the truth, right? So, people have to understand, man, when you just run your mouth on the internet and you're not making no sense, it's irrelevant. I'm a public figure. Like I said, there's nothing funny about me. I'm a real dude. I'm a real man. And at the end of the day, I will always be a man. And I stand on my issues and I stand on mine and I stand for what I believe in. And I don't let nobody tell me what to do, right? So, as far as everything right now, everything is cool. Everything's actually pretty chill. Like I said, I actually got to go make my little $20 deposit so I could put, that's all I had on me cash right now. So, put that in the bank real quick, get that taken care of. And that again is to help, keep this bank account moving and sufficient. It's my last chance bank account. I cannot open another bank account as far as I know. So you got to remember, man, I've lived really fast. You know what I mean? I've been through it all, seen it all, done it all. It's not made up, it's very real. I was explaining to some people last night. We did the bonfire and everything was cool, but I was telling a couple of them like a little bit of my testimony because I haven't really opened my mouth. And they were just like, whoa. And they were like, I know that's real though. But my testimony is beyond powerful, on like a whole nother level of comprehension. And I think it'd be hard for most people to comprehend. First of all, when I come on here, just like anything, just like my home, um, the estate that I ran for years, everything that is mine, I own. I paid cash for it, right? I helped people, like I provided for everyone around me, everyone. I provided for my family. I took care of everyone. I was paying grown men's light bills that I barely knew. They were just homies and friends of mine. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing, is what always weirded me out is when people want to act like they're treating me some way when it's like I'm the best friend anybody has. All I do is help people and give and give and give and give the shirt off my back. That's really truly the person that I am. I really don't talk about it much. I don't run around bragging about it. Even today, I opened the door for some older lady. She had like a cane, and I stopped while the other one was walking to the van, and I stopped completely in my tracks so I can make sure I opened the door for her. I don't do it to brag about it, but she was like, "Thank you so much." She was like, because she was having trouble walking, and she was like, she's like, "That's rare. Most people don't do that nowadays." And I was like, I've been there, so I understand because she said something about that she, is relearning. So I'm guessing, something probably happened. She's, you know, going through it physically, trying to learn how to walk, right? So I've been through that because I ran into a truck full speed, so I had to reteach myself how to walk. The other time, like I said, I got cheap shotted with they identified pieces of metal in my temple in Atlanta in Georgia. It was brass knuckles. I survived that right in my temple, which is supposed to be unsurvivable. And they identified pieces of metal when they were, checking me out, looking at me right there in my temple. So, a lot of people just don't understand. I've been hit in different ways that it changes you, it hardens you as a person. And, a couple of people that exist in this world today talk about it because they somewhat understand it. But me, I've had so much physical trauma, it's unreal. It hasn't been a one-time thing, it's been a lot of times. And I just don't think that people can comprehend the kind of mental acuity and mental strength that it takes to pull through those things. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the last one, if I had let myself go unconscious, which any normal human would have, I probably would have not made it. And I literally am so strong and mentally and spiritually and emotionally and physically, that I was able to keep myself conscious through the whole process. And I still believe that that's the only reason I'm here right now, and that I made it through that. Because again, that was a thing that no human can survive. So I proved I'm superhuman. So when you got people on here that come on this platform and they just keep running their mouth, my question is, how come you haven't said anything directly to my face? Because you're not built like that. That's not who you are. And all you're here is to try to slander and defame my name. I'm taking you to court for that. It's a federal case, right? Which involves a lot of companies, a lot of corporate structures, a lot of people. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs. A lot of people are going to go to prison. But the facts are clear as day to the public. The public knows who I am. I'm not the one who's ashamed. You are. I'm not the one with issues. You are. You can't project. You can't. None of that. Doesn't work. Doesn't fly. The world has spoken, and they know my truth. Just like some people here know my truth. A lot of people don't. Some do, because I don't run around trying to tell everybody because I don't have to. Right? Like I said, my entire life, the truth about me, the honest truth, is that I've been an all-out, full-fledged gangster. Not a regular man, not a regular guy, not a civilian. I'm talking actual gangster. That's what I am. So it's different because, it's two different walks of life. And like I said, when I was younger, I was, even worse than I am now. I just, I guess I've learned a lot. I've matured. Um, I've become a better person all around. I was never a bad person. I was an amazing person then, but I've become a better person. What I mean by better is in regards is to growth, maturity, discernment, understanding, learning, which you can only do listening, right? That's why I can't stand people who run their mouth nonstop and aren't saying anything, because you can't hear what I'm teaching you if you're running your mouth. If you're talking and speaking, you can't hear me. You see what I'm saying? So, just understand, you can go online every day you want. You can post these horrible, vile videos that make no coherent sense. Say I'm putting my name in it. It's not about me. It's about you. The things you're saying are true about you. I'm a living legend. You ain't talking to me. And that's what I'm saying is like it's quiet as a mouse to my face, because everybody's quiet as a mouse to my face because they know what it is and they know who I am. My respect, I've already taken. I don't ask for respect, I take it. I've already gained all the respect that you possibly can. There's a lot of people here that respect me. I'm always earn my respect without trying. You know what I mean? That's why I have this tattoo on me, because I'm all about respect, real true respect, and out of love, not fear. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I mean, people just got to understand, you never know who's who in this world. You never know who you're talking to. You got to understand. I'm not joking. I mean, I've been the most notorious, worst gangster there ever was in this country, for real. This entire time, my entire life, I'm 35 years old. That's a lot of time. You know, that's that's like at least what 2 decades of putting into what I do. To think and fathom that anyone's going to disrespect me, especially online, or to fathom that you could say anything towards me or about me when you don't know me. You don't know anything about my past. You don't know anything about my life. You don't know who I know. You don't know who I'm affiliated with, connected to, who I've talked to, what friends I've had. I'm a lone wolf, man. I just keep it moving, bro, and I keep it shaking. I don't really worry about what people think of me. You know what I mean? Because again, like I'm an actual hood legend. I've been in more altercations than anybody you can name. That's my story. That's who I am. I am to the core, right? A true living legend in the streets. So, with that being said, what people don't understand is when you're dealing with someone who's actually tough and comes from that walk of life and completely embodies it and is really about that. My position at this point is to be calm with everyone, to be nice, and to work on being patient and the best person I can be, and to take all of that energy and put it into a boxing ring, which is why I'm doing all this, why I watch my words, why I don't want to get into it with people, no matter, it doesn't matter where I'm at or what I'm doing, because, I know who I am. I want to avoid conflict at all costs because I know who I am. I don't fear anybody, I fear me. So I'm only talking about this to try to teach the public something, and hopefully you'll gather something from it and take something from it, and gather some real discernment and understanding. Um, I'm the most dangerous man that's ever walked the planet. I'll say that with confidence. And again, anybody who doubts that, you're delusional. See, the thing is, when somebody's put in enough work in the street, when somebody's done enough and has enough stripes and badges, and I mean, I've done my thing in the Bing in jail. I've done my thing in Alpha Pod, which is the highest profile cases there is in Cardiazola's jail. I did my thing in Atlanta jails, in the detention center downtown. I think I was in like DeKalb or Cobb County, right? I got locked up in Bankhead on the most notorious drug street in all of Atlanta. That's not a dude that's a joke. That's not a dude that's someone, it's just common sense. I don't really have to speak or say it. It's not somebody that is a joke. It's somebody who's very real. It's somebody who exactly what that person is about. You know exactly the background that they come from. Like I said, when I was in Atlanta, I was running dudes off corners. I've been the enforcer my entire life. Um, I mean, since I was yay high. You feel me? So, we know who I am, right? And I'm trying to be as meek and mild as I possibly can because that's what I'm want to work on, which was never really an issue for me. I'm extremely kind. I'm extremely gentle with everybody. I'm like a teddy bear. You know what I mean? It's just I always, and I'm a man. I always have that in me, and it's not like I'm in full control of it. But it's the point that I'm not nobody's target. And that's the thing. People to be coming out their mouth with my name, I'm not gonna get upset about it because I don't care. See what I'm saying? I can't care because I'm too busy focused on what? Me. I'm not worried about anybody else or what they think. I'm not worried about people trying to pry into my business. I'm not going to let them because it's not their business. I didn't spend all this time building this business, which is mine and I own it. And I didn't go through absolute hell and walk over 30 plus miles a day in Texas heat with over like 113 degrees half the time. I didn't go through storms that I could have not made it out of, and I'm running in the wind as Batman when it feels like there's a tornado going on around me and I still got about 3 miles to go. I didn't do these things and wear a whole bat suit of bulletproof armor, or sorry, steel armor and a bulletproof vest, which I alternate because I build my own bat suits. I didn't do that and then go patrol around and stop crime for no reason. I didn't do it to be persecuted. I didn't do it to be questioned. And I damn sure didn't do it to have people sit there and talk smack about me that they can't say to my face. Okay? So I don't have time for you people, is what you got to understand. I'm a grown man. I know who I am. You don't make me mad because you don't have any power. You see what I'm saying? Especially over me. I'm the boss. I'm the one who, like I said, I've always gotten any girl I want. I've always gotten all the money I want. I've always gotten everything I want. You know why? Because God loves me. That's why. When you sit there and you try to keep talking smack, talking using the word karma, I can respond like I have already in kind. Karma works one way. You're either evil and you receive bad karma, or you're good and you receive good karma. I've received nothing but good karma my entire life. Not once. And I mean, not once in my entire time on this planet have I ever received bad karma. I've done nothing wrong towards anyone. I have a crystal clear conscience. I sleep like a baby. People have seen me sleep like in shelters, and literally I had friends that were like, you look so peaceful when you sleep." Like, yeah, because I don't have anything resting on my conscience. I don't wrong people. I don't shake people's hand, and then you know what you people try to do. And I for sure don't try to do it in front of their face. I don't do dirty stuff. I don't take what's not mine. I don't go behind people's backs. I know me. Okay. And what I've noticed is like everywhere you go, it's like the same thing. It's a group of people that are just narcissists. And they just want to sit there and try to cause trouble for you. If they can get you locked up, slander, defame your name, your character. Let me ask you something. How would any of that work if I'm not playing your game? If I'm not involved and you don't even have the heart to face me and speak to me, you do not have the heart to face me. None of you. I've never met anyone on YouTube. I literally have been the dude, like I said, that's always, I've just always been on the front lines. I've always dropped my location. I've always told people, I'm the dude that literally, says every word that I'm supposedly not supposed to, even though that makes no sense. But I said every word. I said anybody. I challenged everybody. You know, I did backyard boxing. I'm 10-0 in my own league in it. There was no weight class. I went to your barrio or your hood. I gave you boxing gloves. I paid for everything and provided everything. I gave you the mouthpiece. I said, step up, let's do it. I won every single time. Everybody lost horrifically and didn't want to even box no more. That's what happened. I am a street legend. There is no question or qualms about who I am. You need to stop typing nonsense. It is not making me upset. I need you to understand when you're just not making sense, you're just not making sense. I'm not going to remind you every day because I don't care. While you're doing that, what am I doing? I just paid people 23 bucks about to pay for my website. That is, I am a worldwide independently established rap musician and now I sing, but I went worldwide originally just rapping. And, let's just be realistic. I went worldwide saying that. That's what happened. Okay, so I'm that person. I'm half Mexican. I have every right and pass to say the word, right? And what you all don't understand is my name is Tyrie. Okay, I have that culture in me. I believe 100%. I don't have to ask for permission. It makes perfect sense. My point is, it's my friend. I think. Why is he hiding? Oh, I thought he was hiding behind it. Why are you hiding behind the tree? I see you. This is like those old video games. All right, so my point is, like I said, where was I? I mean, I'm just a normal dude, man. It's literally like Eminem, like I'm just Marshall Mathers, just a regular guy. I don't know why all the fuss about me. Nobody ever gave it before. All they did was doubt me, and now everybody want to stand up and take their best at me, right? So that's the whole thing. Hello, sir. You're now stepping into an environment that is public. Please watch your language and, just, hey, no, just, yeah, because I really am on there. All right. So, oh, yeah, no, I took a video of one. Oh, that's cool. We'll go look at it in a minute. Um, Here, sit down. You might want to chime in with me here, hear something. But, I'm not going to do this too long. But, yeah, like I said, everything is cool. Um, I'm not going to be talking about anything that has to do with any of this. I'm talking about totally different stuff and what's really going on. And if anything, just the online stuff and the antics. You know what I mean? So, I mean, like I said, my whole point is just, reality is established, man. People know who I am. It's not hard to see who I am. So I just don't understand what people think they're doing, or I can't even start a live stream without the same people. This dude literally has a fake account called something the cucumber. Yeah, and he goes on there, this crazy cucumber. He goes on. Yeah, I have a cucumber that stalks me. This dude, it says Joseph the Happy Cucumber, and I guess it's supposed to be like towards me, but my name ain't Joseph, homie. I was named Ty out the womb. There's too many Joes in my family. So as I stated again, this is the thing. You're not talking to me. And I see what you're trying to do. What you're trying to do is you see that everything is serious over here and that my message is serious. My life is very serious. What I've been through is serious. I'm a serious man, an individual, and a person. I have a sense of humor. I joke around, cool. But I'm a serious dude. I've done a lot of serious things. Okay. So, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to basically come over here and put me in a light. Let's just be realistic, and I understand it because it's narcissism again. All you narcs are the enemy as far as I'm concerned. And if you're not the enemy, then you need to make that clear as far as I'm at this point in my life, because I'm an expert on it. But you want to come over here, you want to put me in a different aura and light. Why? Because something about me already triggers you, and you're already pressed about my aura, my energy, my confidence. Something about me bothers you, my accomplishments, anything that I've ever done or said. It bothers you, and you're not comfortable with reality. And my only point is when people do that, it's self, you know what? It's about them. It has nothing to do with me. So that's the point, is that if you want to continue typing, my good sir, ma'am, whoever you people are, that's perfectly fine. Just understand that's why you're swimming in your karma right now and suffering. You want to sit here and you want to tell me these vile things every day about my suffering. Let me explain something to you, man. I don't mind suffering. Okay. And please stop with the, when all of you literally are clinically insane. And I mean, I've literally proved this publicly. Please stop with the projecting and trying to say that I'm that, because it makes no sense, bro. Like, I'm completely in my right mind. The kind of crazy I am is something that I developed, and I developed it from my life, from actually living in real environments. When you wake up every day, okay, and you go to eat breakfast and you have to see some scene occur like you're in prison, it kind of changes you. A lot of people don't understand that. So that's why things can be happening around me. It doesn't phase me. It could happen anywhere I'm at. It could happen right in front of me. I'm not going to bat an eyelash because I've seen it all already. There's nothing you're going to bring to me that's going to shake me to my core or make me be shudder or be like, oh my goodness, because again, I know who I am. Okay. And my advice, honestly, from the bottom of my heart to people like y'all, is you should work on finding out who you are, because it would go a long way, and it would probably help you to where you probably wouldn't preoccupy 24 hours a day waiting for me to go live. Don't you think that would be a nice world to live in, where you don't have to sit here and try to bother me or prod me, especially when it hasn't worked? And I mean, you've been doing it for, I don't know, 25 plus years. You don't think that's a little sadistic, a little weird, a little stalkerish, just a little? We can all be a little sneaky, you know? You don't think that's just a little bit over the brim there, buddy? You don't think that maybe you need a mental eval stat and maybe you should go to prison because it is a crime, you know? And this is my thing. They don't understand. I mean, I literally, said I want to devote my life to God. Now again, I'm not saying I agree with all this. I don't. I mean, I'm not going to talk about it. It's irrelevant at this point. My issue and my point is, I, 100% gave my will, my life to God. I surrendered to God, and I tried to listen, and that's why I took the risk to do all this. You know, um, and I no, I do not regret it. There's things that bother me every day. There's things that are hard because of what I'm going through physically, and me fighting for my life every day. Being honest with you, and it's hard every day, like I said, because it's hard for me to breathe. Um, but do I regret it? Not at all. I don't regret it. I mean, like I said, back where I'm at, what's waiting for me is, and again, here I'm quoting 50 Cent. I guess, I should be punished for that. But 50 Cent said the same thing. I have a lot in common with, I think, the stories that he tells. And that's what trips me out, because I always felt like they stole my story. Because, first of all, he didn't get hit 9 times. That's a lie. He's a liar. And the reason he said that was because Pac really did get hit 6 times. But that's a whole nother subject. My point of the matter is that he said the way I feel, which is, what's waiting for me anywhere that I go? The day that I left, what people don't understand is how real my life is. They don't understand, like I said, these are not delusions. These are real concepts. I mean, my aunt definitely hired people to come after me. We'll say allegedly, but I mean, it's so obvious, it's unreal. I was set up a million times growing up, and I've brought up some of these stories. you know, I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky that I've survived these things, and I'm lucky that I foiled all their plots and I made them look like the cowards they are, and I took them head on and I won. Which not too many people do, and can say. All I ever hear usually is people crying and whining and playing victim. And where I come from, we don't play victim. That's the difference. You will never catch me whining about somebody did this to me. The only way it could happen is, like I said, an environment like this, maybe, where there's rules, and I have to basically put up with anything. I can't defend myself, stuff like that within the system. That's the only way. Other than that, I mean, if I'm just in the streets in reality, ain't nobody going to do nothing to me. No, they're not. Because you know what I mean? And people know this. So it's like, like I said, I'm not here to be Mr. Tough Guy. I'm not here to be anything that I'm not. If anyone in the world feels that I'm not what I claim and what I've stated that I am, you are more than welcome to stand toe to toe with me, face to face, and confront me. And that's just anyone. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from. I don't care if you're a yellow purple alien that came from, planet X and planet, Venus. Like anyone. You know what I mean? If you an angel, if you God himself, if you want to confront me, I love confrontation. That's literally my issue, is that I'm always in the middle of a lot of, what do they call it? Uh, controversy. I'm a yeah, I'm a king of controversy naturally. And the gift that I had, a lot of you wanted to twist it to try to act like I'm like you, like I'm a chaos agent, and that's why I have to speak clear and watch how I explain this and what I say, because it is important. It's not so much important to me, and I think that they realize that and that they try to take advantage of it. I'm a little tired of it. I don't care what people think of me, but I want people to get the true impression of who I am and understand what I'm about. Like I said, I did nothing but help people. I used to take homeless people off the street and provide them a hotel and give them food, shelter, clothing. I used to literally do this with my own money. I didn't go tell everyone. I didn't go brag. I didn't create an organization. I just did it because I had money and I wanted to do it. And a lot of them I made friends with, and we were super cool, and they would try to stay in touch with me. But like I said, I'm just moving too fast. I never had time. So I mean, number one, like I said, my issue has always been women. So when I had all the money, I was always around different women, new women, and that's honestly the truth. So you get what I'm saying? It was like I had a guy in Houston I did that for. He wanted me to come back. I was already in another town, probably College Station, getting with another chick. I mean, I'm just being honest. That's what I've done my entire life, is pick up women. My dad, like I said, when he passed, it was a car wreck. He had a Chinese waitress with him, so it must run in the family. We're good at picking up women. Like, I don't know why someone would be mad about that unless it's crystal clear that it's probably an ex or a wannabe ex that's mad at me because they can't get with me. It's not my issue that you're not at my level. It's not my issue that you're childish and immature, and you're most of you are older than me. It's not my issue that you want to judge me. I didn't make a mistake. I lived my life. I've done everything right. That's what a man is supposed to do. That's what, especially a young man, because I was young. I was like in my 20s. That's what I'm supposed to do. It's just like you talk about money. You want to talk about these things that don't exist. Who are you talking to? That's all I'm asking. Who are you agreeing with? Who's agreeing with you? They make these videos that it's just insane what they're claiming. They're saying that I blew inheritance. I never blew any inheritance. They said that I sold cars for $2,000. No one gave me any cars. I paid cash for my cars. I paid 25 racks for my Porsche. It's in the car lot right now. I still own it. So how do you mean that I sold them for $2,000 if I still own the car? You see what I'm saying? And it's all cute and fun and games, but it's like you're sitting there and you're trying to frustrate me, and I see that. I'm not dumb. I get it. And is it frustrating? Yeah, but you got to understand the kind of animal you're dealing with. Me, I love getting angry. Like, I just love having an all out full conniption fit sometimes. Like it's in my DNA. I have to get mad and let it out. And if I don't, that's when it's a problem, because I've got some serious anger. And why would you be ashamed of that? And that's another thing I want to break out and talk about on a tangent real quick. That's why they created anger management. Do you people, do you numbskulls, you sheep, understand that the reason they created anger management, just like they do that with the system, is to shame you for something that is power? I always tell people, I say the CEOs, the people that really run companies, which is not the CEO, but my point is, the people that are usually in these positions where they're actually dealing with some money or getting something done, are usually pretty pissed off 90% of the time. And it's not just because what they're dealing with, it's because anger is a necessary force, and it is a tool used for power that you can wield and use if you know how to use it. That's why Darth Vader used it. They taught this. That Star Wars talks about a lot of these concepts when they're talking about the force is strong within you. I mean, that's me. People can see it written on it. Like, I have that force within me. It's a real thing. So when they say force, what does that force come from? Your creator. So that's my whole point. Again, it all comes back to good and evil, which are two words that you can pull out. Sorry, good and evil, you can pull out God and devil. So you still have to remember, everyone wants to see it their way. Of course, people here are going to see it their way. That's fine. I respect that. I respect freedom for what you believe. But what you have to understand is that The only true war is between good and evil. Religion was nothing but mental enslavement. It was nothing but a distraction. Just like now, they want to use social media to distract you, to get you off of what you're supposed to be doing. And I would listen to a video. I don't think I got to post it today. That was explaining it how you're not. It's the same concepts that Fight Club talks about that I adopted a long time ago from the movie, and I kept watching it and watching it and watching it. I must have seen that movie a million times because I wanted to understand what it was saying because I knew it was something powerful. And in that movie, he says, Brad Pitt says, you are not your clothes. You're not your khakis. You're not the job you have. And it's so incredible how they put that concept in that movie way ahead of time because they knew what was going on and what they were doing to us. And my point is that that's really true. So when you people come on here and you tell me I'm homeless, that's cool. I told you I want to be the best, but be all you can be. I'm trying to be the best professional bum that I can be. And I mean this. I mean, literally, if y'all want to hit my Cash App, like I said, I'm not in rehab. I never had a problem with any of that. I never was big on drinking. I mean, how is that a bad thing to enjoy a drink once in a while? That's not a bad thing. So, when I do get out of this, right, because this is only for a time, it's not going to be forever, and I wouldn't want it to be. I don't think anyone would want it to be, you know. And when I do get out of this, I mean, why don't you donate so I can go, you get what I'm saying? Like, go have me a good time. The point is, what I'm trying to explain to you, I'll make more money panhandling with a sign than you all are going to make it your job at this point. This is how different the world is becoming. I can make more money on here speaking publicly with a business that I built and ran than most of you are going to make it your jobs. That's literally what it's coming down to. I mean, you can say what you want. Y'all don't make that much money, none of you. And I'm not saying I'm there quite yet, but for this company, they pay 100th of a cent for every 1,000 views. How are you going to act like I'm not a genius? I mean, like I said, you know, let me explain it to you like this, man. I got a check coming for like 126 this month. Okay. And right now, I want to get away from that because they're trying to pry into my business and want to know how I make money. And I told them to their face the truth, which is I'm a hustler. Always know how to get money. And I understand why they don't get it. I don't think anyone would get it. That's why I'm always getting offended with people and I have to stop and try to explain this to people. The reason I get so offended is I know me. I know where I've been. And it goes back to the Tyler Durden concept where he's laughing and he says, "Let it out, Lou. I'm that." I like, you don't know where I've been, Lou. You know that scene? That's me because we're thinking on a different plane. So people are going to think I'm crazy. They're going to think he's plumb out of his mind because they don't understand what I know and that I'm looking at life differently because I'm walking it differently. You get what I'm saying? And I love that scene because it's so powerful how he just sits there and he takes every lick of that man's abuse that he can dish out. And that's strength to me. That's not weakness. That was strength. And he proved it in the end, basically. And the other one was scared as hell, running away, and he didn't have to lift a finger. And that's what he told him. He said, "Let it out." Yeah, Lou, let it out. Because he's explaining to him, you're letting out this anger because it's all repressed emotion because you're a human and you're a slave. Do you get what I'm saying? And this is the thing that, like I said, I don't give my channel intentionally to nobody to disrespect them or make them feel any type of way. It might come with it. It's going to happen. But I truly feel this way. That's why I titled the show this. If you have a job, it don't mean nothing. Not just to me. I mean, it don't mean nothing. If you're stacking money and you think that you're ahead of us or you think you're ahead of me, you're the one who's plumb out your mind because you don't know who's who. You don't know what I own. And it ain't about what I own. I don't care about what I own. I'm not materialistic. It's about knowledge. It's about what you've been through. It's about how you want to do things. And that's the thing I don't understand is like, I look at regular civilians, I look at regular people. And like I said, like I've really had beef like my entire life, man. Like on my block, I grew up on Trailside Drive in Austin, Texas. I must have got into it. I mean, I'm talking real physical altercation with everybody on my block. Never lost, never took an L, got jumped the whole nine, never took an L. Like I said, on 6th Street, I did security for Soho Lounge. The dude who runs it, his name is Brandon. He runs buses from San Marcos University, ding ding, And he runs a little company with that. Okay, nobody likes him because he's a liar and he tries to move people like chess pawns in his business. I was his bar security by myself for a two-story building. You can ask him about me if you want to know if I'm someone that you wanted to get in a boxing ring with. Let's just put it like this: I did bar security for him. I was never even touched, basically. Okay, and I'm talking like I did real security in that bar. That was the only club where he allowed me to do what I needed to do, and I at least appreciate that from him. And even me and him, we got into it at the end. And I just, walked away at the end. I proved my point, and that was it. And I walked away. And then, I got my money later for it, through whatever, through the unemployment. You know what I mean? So when y'all said, "Oh, well, everyone used you, you didn't get anything out," I'm always get my money. I'm always get what's coming to me. I'm not worried about that. It wasn't about money to me. The reason I got so pissed off with him was I'm risking my life for you. I mean, I'm literally risking my life. I mean, there's bottles in here. I mean, you never know what happens when you're dealing with drunk people. So I'm sitting here, I'm risk putting my life on the line for you every day. And I understand what I'm doing. I know the risk involved. I'm cool with that. That's the animal I am. But when you don't appreciate that at all, and then you're gonna sit there and try to treat me some way or talk to me some way, like, no, bro, I gotta walk away from that. My point is, if you ask about me for real from actual people, even though he's a liar, he might slip up and tell you a little truth and say, "Yeah, that guy right there, he can, like with his hands, he can really do like a number. Like that dude's not who you want to get into." He's gonna tell you. So, and I mean, literally, like I was like a legend on Sixth Street because of this. I did bar security for most of the bars over there. I did bar backing. I mean, a lot of people know me out there. A lot of people don't like me. Why would they like someone who's basically the bully? See, that's the thing. I'm the bad guy to bad people. That's what I need people to understand. I'm not the bad guy to good people. I'm not the bad guy to someone who's pure hearted and has pure intentions. I'm not the bad guy to any actual man's man who believes in being a man and being tough and standing for something, despite the fact that all these girls are completely pointless and their heads in the sky, and they're on Facebook all day taking selfies, but they're not with a man. So what's the point of you showing me your selfie and how good you look and how cute you are, woman, if I can't get with you? I can't even see you. I can't even talk to you because all y'all too bougie to talk to me. I'm just saying this ain't now. I'm talking about this has always been like this for years now. These women are so brainwashed they can't see straight. You're wearing demonic symbolism that represents Freemasonry and Satanism. You don't even know the clothes that you're putting on every day and what you're wearing, but you want to tell me about God half of you, or you want to tell me about some concept where you can have that power over men, because that's quite frankly all most of you are concerned about. I've never had anything but love for women. The way that I feel now towards majority of women is exactly how I should feel. It's not resentment. It's just, or like if I talk to any woman, I'm like, I'm waiting to see, are you a little different? Because what I've seen is the same story every single time, over and over and over again. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like they brain fell out. Literally. It's like they don't function like a person with logic. So if you have zero logic and you don't understand what makes sense and everything is backwards to you, I need to get the hell away from you. Because I work out, I stand 6'2", I'm 165 pounds pure muscle. Like I literally will strength train anyone. I'm probably stronger than anyone you've ever met. Most of it is spiritual and mental. I'm literally like the white Bruce Lee. I'm the next generation of Bruce Lee for real. I might be better than him. My point is, so I got to get away from you because your mentality, I don't exist to you. You feel me? Now, why don't I exist to you? Because the system works so hard to brainwash them and get the man out of the household and make them feel like they had this independence, was an illusion of independence with the jobs, to make them feel like, oh, well, the man doesn't matter. You can replace the men. Why do you think, I'm not going to go into this in description because of the rules on here, but why do you think they have those commercials with what toys? To replace men. That was the whole goal, and they've accomplished it. We are basically extinct to them. They don't see us. We don't exist. We're out here literally like this is the Hunger Games. This is a survival habitat. I mean, in life, period, reality, no matter where you are, if you're a guy and you are with a girl and you really believe that girl loves you, I'm sorry, but you're plumb out your mind, because most of them today are just brainwashed. They're only assisting and going along with what they feel they're supposed to do because they lack something called what? Individual thought. That's why when I deal with a woman, like when I talk to Christina, I screen and I figure out who I'm talking to. I've had a lot of time to talk to Christina. Like I said, if she was a catfish, she's the best catfish I've ever met. The idea and concept of Christina is everything I want in a woman. And I would never stop feeling the way I feel towards whoever that was, right? That was hiding behind the screen saying they were Christina, because that's the way a woman is supposed to be. Is anybody feeling where I'm coming from? A woman should care. A woman should be genuine. A woman should listen. A woman should want to support you, not take from you. A woman should want a man to win. And literally, the moment they're born, should be caring about a guy, because that's the way that our creator made the world, is it not? That's the way I've always been. I've always been super protective and overprotective of any girl around me, right? And then the girls are so hypocritical, they'll sit there and go, oh, that's so cute. Yet, do you understand what I'm saying? Who are y'all with? Y'all ain't with me. You see me, I'm single as hell all the time, right? I mean, I'm with Christina right now, right, waiting for her to get out of the hospital. But my point is, I've been alone for a long time, right? I'm always alone. I'm always alienated. Now I'm a chosen one. Do I like it? No, it sucks, but it's part of it. My point is, who are y'all with? It ain't me, right? Then you want to get into, the race thing and the culture thing. I mean, all that comes from watching the Migos on TV. That's all it is. Y'all did the same thing when I was in Atlanta and Ti came out. You're so brainwashed. You could put a chain on a little mouse, and I guarantee you they'd start dating mice. I'm not joking. I'm not being funny. I am completely serious. And that's why I have no respect for y'all, because there's something wrong with you, and you don't see what I'm talking about because you're crazy and out your mind. Most of you are delusional as hell. That's why you literally end up in mental hospitals or on medication. And then we sit here and we dismiss it. Why? Because that's what this society does. And that's what all these simp beta males do. They enable your behavior. They make excuses for it. The one thing you ain't never going to catch me doing, especially at this point in my life, I really never did it. I was just genuine and good to people, is kissing up to some broad, ever, because I don't need to. I run this world. This is my world. This is all mine. This land is mine. Everything is mine. That's not something I want. That's the actual truth. And I'll be damned before I let some devil take it from me and take my power from me. That's why women sometimes, when they meet me, and I think there's one I'm dealing with right now, I'm not going to say who, but they are phased because of my presence. They're phased because they already don't like men. They don't want to see you in a position of power. They damn sure don't want to give you an opportunity because they feel like you're a threat and you're going to take their job. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And these are the issues that people should be talking about, but don't want to talk about. See, I don't care what job you work. Only reason I'm trying to work a job is for more money and income so that I can go literally build bat suits and go stop crime and be Batman in the street at night. You know what I mean? And I want to do it in a different state, and then I want to move it national and internationally. That's what I'm here to do. So again, it just comes back to the same concept. You've got, I mean, I'm talking, I can show y'all these channels of these crazy individuals, these people that want to copy and emulate me. I'm really a public figure. I'm really like a legend to these people. These people make their channels. There's one guy, he sits in his little cubicle room all day. I'm sure he's on a government check. He's completely out of his mind. His mom pays for everything, take care of him. He's just a spoiled, rotten brat. And the brat sits there. He does these fake martial art moves. He was doing it today again. I saw him live, and one person is watching. Okay, like there's like no one watching him ever, and he swears up and down he's me. Anything I say, he repeats. The dude is insane. Then he talks about gang stalking while he's gang stalking me, and then he says he's a targeted individual, which he knows I am. And basically, do you get what I'm saying? He's me now. I don't exist in his world. He's accomplishing something by they're buying him fake views. Like, you ain't making no money on here. I don't care what you say. I mean, if you didn't get monetized genuinely, because I did, how are they going to pay you? And like I said, whether Google got ruled an illegal organization or not is irrelevant. They can't keep doing these things, or they're going to go to prison, like the actual people that work for them. You get what I'm saying? They can't pay people that didn't earn it. If you pay for subs and views, they can't compensate you on top of that. That's a punt. That's a whole, what do you call, that's like racketeering. Yeah, that's one of the highest charges there is, because you ain't working for your money, right? So when people, walk around and come around me, I just think it's so funny, because it's like, people think they're dangerous. I'm like, I mean, are you listening to what I'm saying? I talk to you for 5 minutes and you can understand who's dangerous. I mean, dangerous is holding people's freedom in my hand, which I have about millions of people. I have their freedom in my hand right now without trying because of the decisions they made, because of the illegal activity and criminal activity they made. You understand? Corrupt cops are scared of me. Why? Because they already know I see through them like glass, and they already understand that I'm the guy that I literally make a habit and a career out of exposing corrupt cops. A corrupt cop don't want to deal with me or talk to me. He gonna shy away from me because I'm gonna expose you. I'm gonna show everyone who you truly are. Now we got the internet, and I'm gonna expose everything about you in front, right to your face, and I'm gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna have a field day with it. That's the guy I am. I'm not a nice guy. This is what people forget and don't understand is, people don't like me because they don't like someone who asserts dominance. They don't like someone who really has their own power and is in their power, right? And that's what I want to teach people. Everybody talks about it. You got all these tarot readers, they just vultures. They every day they making money off of me and my story and my name. I need some compensation. I mean that. I need some money, bro. Y'all got to come up off of some doll hairs like quick, bro. It's getting old, man. Like I said, how long will this system remain corrupted? I mean, you've got people, everyone's making money off my name, my energy. These celebrities were harvesting my energy before I even knew what that was. Okay, y'all don't understand what I'm saying? The way I'm talking, who I am, this ain't fake, this ain't an act, homie. This is who I really am. Like I really come from the streets, right? So you got to understand, these people been harvesting my energy for before I was even aware. It ain't about money. I've been had money. I've probably seen more money than anyone I've ever seen, literally, especially a Freemason, because Freemasons don't get paid. And I already proved it to y'all. Like I said, when Ludacris do the Cribs edition, what symbol does he have on his back? A Freemason symbol. What does that tell you? He doesn't own the crib in the Cribs edition. They don't own anything. They occupy it. It's just military connected. Now, when I said what I went through, what happened? I said that people had military connections and they were putting stuff in my food. When we went through this thing up in Green Bay, remember when I was sick? Remember when American Dream, who's part of the gang stalking team that gang stalks me, remember when he was ignoring and I was literally vomiting in the bathroom? Yeah, and then I told the corrupt Green Bay cops up there, I said she poisoned me, right? And they tried to cover it up and came to the hospital. Why would you come to the hospital and go out your way and do all that if you're not covering up what she did? You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't like you think I'm naive. You think I don't think that all of you work together, meaning nurses, staff anywhere. That's what happened to me at this other place at Seton Hospital. That's how I got burnt through my stomach and abdomen. What y'all have to understand is I represent the truth. I represent the ideology of this society and what's actually going on. And what I am telling you is something that is just completely mind boggling. And what I am telling you is that secret societies and conspiracy, there's no such thing as a conspiracy theorist. We're living it and we're in the middle of it. This is why they make these James Bond movies like Skyfall and show you all the signs and explain it to you how these people are in the shadows. They say you don't need to understand what's going on. What my federal case is, again, is an underground criminal conspiracy that is comprised of people that work in hospitals, that work in businesses and these major corporations, and they are doing child trafficking. This is what I'm trying to stop. These people are so evil, they will try to project what they're actively doing and getting away with because, like I said, they're all working together with corrupt cops. Is a bell chiming with anyone? Am I touching anybody's heart? Is anyone understanding what I'm saying? I'm here to protect the kids. I'm here to protect the youth because I was that. I still am as far as I'm concerned, right? But you all aren't here to do that. Then you got these people, like I said, all the evil people. What they do is they get on YouTube, they talk in an opposite set tone and force and try to kick what I'm kicking out my mouth in an opposite set tone and force because it's fake and it's not real, it's not genuine. You see what I'm saying? Yes, there has to be a Batman. It's necessary. Yes, someone needs to step up and do something about this, and it needs to not be just one person. It needs to not just be me. It needs to be a community and a group, and it needs to be a lot of people that stand up. And quite frankly, I mean, it's clear as day what you're going to have to do, which is stand up to your government. Right? You're going to 100% have to stand up in your power. You're going to have to overthrow. You're going to have to assert dominance, and we're going to have to establish an entire new government. That's just common sense. This isn't a choice. There is no choice. It's a war. That's what you people don't understand. So for a guy who thinks like me and on the tangent I'm on and my vibration is through the roof, how would anyone take time out their day to try to talk to me like they talking to me some kind of weird, funny style that's not even coherent. It's like babbling, rambling. What would be the purpose of that? Just asking. Cause I do real things, brother. I mean, like I said, bro. I mean, you can't find any dude in the street that has more altercations than me and more stripes and nothing. Y'all are crazy, bro. I did my thing all over the 50 states. You're insane, bro. The entire time you was talking, I was getting busy, putting work in, right? And all for positivity, all for what's real. People look up to me. What even on this network, all of them look up to me. Even the people who claim to hate me, they look up to me and they admire me. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, I'm just me, man. I'm not trying to be anything that I'm not. I'm not trying to be Mr. Tough Guy. I'm not trying to paint an image of something that I'm not. This is who I am. Sometimes I wish I wasn't Mr. Tough Guy because you don't get no credit for it. You don't get no credit. You don't get no trophies. There's not a million girls. Well, oh my God, he's the tough guy. That doesn't exist. It doesn't. There's no trophies for this. Now, let me explain. You stop myself right there and explain something to you. Why do you think they got people like Drake who came up on Degrassi in a wheelchair and why do you think they had him make that song title? Because that's what they do. Role reverse. It's a tactic. Illuminati uses it. Freemasonry. Drake is a Freemason. Sold his soul. Will never be rich. Can't be rich if you don't own your soul, right? Can't be rich if you can't make no money, right? You can't hold money if you're a Freemason. It's impossible. You were owned. You were sheep and cattle to them. There are elites who run this game. Do you not understand? And the elites ain't even elite. Now you got people saying that they're elites like that. What's his name? Like I told you, that artist Tim, whatever his name is, the white guy with the weird braids that's terrible and can't make music. And the people who hate on me, that's what you watch and that's what you listen to. Yeah, you just all about being brainwashed. Who cares? We don't care what you do. We don't care what demons do. I don't care what clowns do. Nobody over here cares about y'all. Y'all always come over to my channel and try to bother me. Y'all try to talk to me. I ain't talking to you. I don't watch you. Not worried about you. Like the penguin. I only bring up the penguin because he doesn't stop stalking me. The minute he stops stalking me and using my videos and on his shorts, thinking it's cute, right? And having people buy fake views for him and, going on live talking about nonsense that ain't true. I don't even watch you, fool. I tuned in like one time the other day. I think it was yesterday, actually, for a minute. And it was like nothing was going on. You're boring as hell. My whole point is, all of you are just a waste of my time, right? What I'm doing is I'm gonna stand up for what's right. I don't care who you call. I don't care what you say. I don't care about none of that. I don't care who you send. All y'all some cowards. What's up? That's what time it is. What are you talking about? What name a time that I've backed down to anyone? I'm talking these. I've had people send agents at me. I've had them send people to do whatever they supposed to do to me. Everybody's backed down from me. Literally, I've honestly scared the bejesus out of everyone, terrified them. I got people running from me for real. There's places, and I'm not preoccupied or thinking about anyone. I'm talking about I can't even go certain places or some blocks. I can go anywhere I want, but I'm saying I don't want to go there because I got dudes that scared of me, like terrified, and I just don't. It's uncomfortable. That's what people don't get. You don't understand me. Good luck trying because I don't even understand me. I'm so powerful. I've done so much. I walk so many walks, and I have to be this different. I'm always the same dude, but I'm saying I have to be like to other people. I'm sure people view me in different ways because I've just done so much. I've done too many things in my life like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a different person to different people. Like I said, like ain't nobody in my neighborhood that in my opinion that really cares about me or is on my side. They ain't never done nothing for me. Even the postman was talking about he was going to buy me a bicycle. Well, last I asked, ain't no bicycle there. I ain't got no bike. Talking about he gonna get me a bicycle so I can ride into town. I need something electric. I'm Batman. I ain't trying to have just a regular bicycle, but how you gonna say you're gonna do something, then tell me, oh, I just need to get God in my heart when literally I'm the chosen one. I have a relationship with God. You clearly don't because someone who has a relationship with God, you're gonna keep your word. If you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do what you say. That's a man. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. Like, like I said, those people did all the things they did over there. I literally was trying to help officers, right? And like I said, I've already been through it in the past where they were all corrupt. They were talking smack about me, and I addressed them and confronted them right to their face, right? They backed down like everybody, right? We went through the whole ordeal. I went through the whole thing. I won. I made everything clear. that I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to take no lip, and I'm not the person ever to mess with. That's all. Just standing up for myself, which I'm always going to do. Right? That's how I was raised. Stand up for yourself. Period. I don't care who it is. Right? So, like I said, y'all don't run nothing. I run everything there. I run everything anywhere I'm at. Right? So, like I said, y'all got to really stop and think, man. All this has been because of jealousy and envy. I'm not in a position where I'm struggling. I'm not in a position anything. I'm always putting things together and moving in my own way. That's it. I'm Gucci and good with all that. I don't know what y'all talking about. Right now, again, I'm gonna say this again, man, because y'all know it's like when they said here, you didn't have any money when we picked you up. I'm sorry, but what? Everyone here watched me buy my own snacks. Every time we stopped, I would get a Coca-Cola, and they were sitting there looking at it like, why is it a problem to you that I'm eating? That's weird. Why are you hating? And then trying to justify it with God. That ain't right. That's what you're doing. And we're not going to put up with it. Not me, not my audience. Like, no, I don't have to worry. If you're doing evil and you're a hater, like, wouldn't you be who has to worry? Because you're getting exposed. You're not going to shut me up. But like, what are you going to tell me? Like, really, that's the world we live in? Like, you shouldn't run your business. You shouldn't, uh, talk. You shouldn't speak publicly. You shouldn't do your stream. Y'all are crazy, bro. Y'all delusional. I didn't even want to be here. I told y'all out the gate, like I said, to send me home. Like the minute we get back, I might be leaving. That's a decision I need to make for myself. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm done talking about it all because it's irrelevant. Because I don't care. I'm trying to be cool with everybody and maintain good relations and be nice. Use it for what it's used for. Like I said, I mean, if I really get all my blessings and I get a whole ton of money, I might even turn around and put some money into this. But I tell you one thing, I'll fire every single person. Okay. If I'm in charge and I'm talking about buy out this whole thing and like I'll buy out the homes, I'll own all these homes. I'll fire every single person who said anything wrong to me. Yes. I am not a nice guy. You're corrupt and I'm firing you. That's the first thing I'm doing. You're fired. Goodbye. Leave. Get lost. And the same way that they tried to do me, I'm gonna do them. They wanted to leave me stranded. Okay, walk. That sounds like a gangster, right? You see what I'm saying? You treat people the way you want to be treated. You never know who you're talking to. Some people like me, you can't push around. Some people like me, you can't talk crazy to. Some people like me, you can't disrespect. I don't care who you are. Feel me? And I know how to do this the right way. Okay? So I'm gonna have a field day. I'm gonna make fun of everybody. I'm gonna have fun and do what I do because that's me. And if you don't like it, well, you just gonna have to deal with it. You're gonna have to suck it up and you're gonna have to deal with it because you're gonna deal with who I am. I mean that. I'm not gonna turn down no more or shrink for no one. You're gonna deal with me and who I am, the real me, right? So if someone has something to say, I'm gonna talk back. If you don't like it, don't talk to me. Ain't nobody my authority, not anywhere. You feel what I'm saying? And that's it. That's all I have to say. You know what I mean? And this again, I'm just talking publicly for the whole world. This is all towards the world. You know what I mean? And that's it, man. I'm not worried, bro. There's no repercussions for me. I'm making every right move. I'm doing everything right. Like I said, I mean, I appreciate that at least they did that for me. I got to deposit my little $20 in the bank today. That helps me tremendously because, like I said, I'm trying to save this bank account. I had $20 cash on me this entire time. These people get online and act and call me names and say I don't have money. I always have money, bro. Just like I told them. Like, what? I told him I'm a hustler. I'm always make money. Like, is you crazy? You know who you're talking to? My name is Tyrie Sneed, bro. I like all you gotta do is like Google my name, look up my name, like ask about me anywhere, find out who I am. Like I've literally I'm one of the biggest hustlers, and I'm probably the biggest. Y'all talk about like Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover ain't coming close to me to the money that I've made and spent and seen to what I own right now. So let me go over it one more time since you people don't get it. I got set up and targeted. They tried to take half everything I owned. I proved that I wasn't in a common law to the same corrupt police. And like I said, addressed them to their face when they were hating on me when I walked in the department and he backed down. That's who I am. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I'm a guy, like I chased down my own car, okay, that people were stealing and they allowed these people to steal my vehicle. They're corrupt. There is no fear here. That's why I literally I don't know how many dudes that these people online have tried to send at me, and I've been right up in their face, like screaming on them, telling them there's no fear here. There is no fear of any of y'all. I'm Batman. I run the streets. There's never any fear. That's what you don't get is, most people, that's their thing is, oh, there's people gang stalking. I should be scared. I'm not scared. I get excited. This is what y'all don't know because you didn't study the animal that you came for. You see what I'm saying? What I'm saying is not wrong. What I'm saying is right. What I'm saying is the truth. It's called standing up for yourself, right? Y'all can't just all be corrupt. That ain't how this is going to work and how this is going to go. Oh, I promise you, right? What's going to happen is you're all going to end up in prison because of me. Okay. And that's my job to bring justice, to restore justice and truth and righteousness. Righteousness does exist. You're looking at it. That's why I'm Batman. I'm not Batman because I sat here and said, "Oh, I want to be cute. I want to make a fake YouTube career and I want to impress people." No, I'm Batman because I shut down every illegal organization and gang and just got done shutting down a couple of cartel operations in my sleep, hands on, homie. That's who I am. I'm not a dude that plays. I'm a dude that really, really, really is the streets. That's what people have to understand. No, there's no way to twist my message or twist my character or say I'm doing things I'm not, or I'm saying things I'm not, or I'm in an energy I shouldn't be in. No, everything is right what I do. At this point, even when I'm wrong, I'm going to be right. It's called power. So like I said, what anybody got to say to me? Nothing. That's why they say things that don't exist. I didn't lose, I won. This is what I got for winning. I got punished by strangers who are petty and cowardly. That ain't winning, bro. You should go change yourself. You should go look in the mirror and make a real change, bro. Are you really proud of what you did, of these phone calls? Are you really proud of the fact that you get online and talk in some sense? I've had conversations with these people direct. They all terrified of me. How do you have a conversation with a nutbag and then the nutbag goes online and starts typing weirdo stuff? Like they a different person now. Oh, now you're scary. Come on, bro. People are joke. All of you, you're joking, you're pathetic. I don't care what you think. Like I said, anybody who go against me gonna lose, just like God told me, right? And he gonna give you all the karma you like. And keep talking about that karma, saying karma role reversing. Like, no, no, I never got any bad karma. Me in the truck, I proved I was superhuman. That was a positive, bro. I mean, we've spoken on it. How many times are you gonna keep repeating words? Talk is cheap, huh? Makes sense. Catch up to the conversation. We way over here with it. You back there. I don't know what you talking about, bro. You're slow, is what you are. See what I'm saying? No, I said I'm a boss, bro. I've always been a boss. I'm the best looking, most handsome. Like I'm a boss. Like that's who I am. What are you talking about? You gotta understand the hoods I came from, man. I was in Bankhead. I was in Cutler Ridge in Miami and in Georgia. I'm talking about in Florida and Georgia. I was in all the real hoods. Like I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. Like I said, when I was 16, when everything was really active, right? There wasn't none of this we get to walk around stuff. I mean, I'm talking like people was active. Like I walked down the street, you know what I mean? I already told the story, bro. I don't even want to go into it, man. Like Haitians did all that down the street. We was in the ghetto for real where you heard you know what all night below us. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all talking to a hood dude for real that really represent the real hoods and ghettos, didn't just make it out, but ran everything there and was a boss. And people still want to look at it and then y'all want to talk about the same cultures and races like they're tough. When did they get tough? I didn't know Rollo in ATL ever. I went to every club, every hood, every trap house. I ain't never seen Rollo. Rollo is a fake clown. I tell you straight up. I ain't never seen Rollo in no streets. And then what happens? You get a million of you know what's to get online and sit there. Oh, I'm mad. I'm gonna make a fake diss song. I'm gonna change the colors you was wearing, which was blue to red, and say you a fake blood now, Tyrie. I saw that song the other day. I tried to listen to that garbage. I turned it off. How you gonna diss me on YouTube and call it fake blood? I ain't never claimed blood or crip. I came up in the original intent, like I told you, where I was around all of them. I'm about bringing unity. I'm about put everything down and let's just get in a boxing ring and let's have some peace. What are you talking about? I'm about the whole different lifestyle of everything y'all talk about, like the things happening with like FBG Duck and Little Dirk just got accused of what he probably did allegedly with FBG Duck. He was responsible probably because they make satanic sacrifices, right? Because they're not all tough and they're not cool. They're whack as hell. Yeah. And they're all like 3 feet tall and midgets who are literally like starved like Ethiopians. They're emaciated. But you don't want to talk about that, right? Man, crazy to me, bro. Like, I'm just being real, bro. Yo, it's crazy, bro. And you get around these dudes and they be talking in their own little light, their own world. It's like, I don't got time for you. I really don't. Y'all really be on one, bro. Like, yeah, I understand most of the world now is delusional because y'all just got lost in translation with everything going on. Y'all ain't in my lane. I'm a gangster. You could sit there and look at me funny. You could be disrespectful. You could say, well, I don't care. I'm busy. I'm busy living the real thing. See, I don't have to paint it. I don't have to make it look cute to you. Like, you know what I mean? That's like if a dude tried to act tough on me in the street right now. What? I'm gonna drop everything and stop and show someone who I am for what? I already did it. I'm busy. Like really, like I don't have time for you. Like I, you know what I mean? Like I know who I am. I know. Trust me, I know who I am. I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of. Why would I'm about God now. I'm about peace. I'm trying to help people. If you ain't talking no positive stuff, your energy is already negative. I don't need that around me. You know what I'm saying? You take me out the street, you never take the street out of me. A lot of people think the street is being negative. Being street isn't negative. Being street ain't about no talking. You know what I mean? So like I said, what kind of animal are you? Because I'm an animal that, I don't do no talk. You know what I mean? Like people know me and people know about my action. Like real talk. Like y'all understand, I know how small the world is, you wanna know how crazy it is? There's a dude right now around me. I didn't even know he was there. He saw me get busy in the street. And we talked about it the other day. He's seen me actively get busy. Okay. And I'm talking about where someone pulled a you know what on me. I had nothing but my hands and I won. He was there. So when I tell people, look, bro, cartels try to have sit down meetings with them, they've tried to recruit me. I know them. I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried about anyone. I do my own thing. I don't care. That's the reality of it that none of y'all want to talk about. If I shut down an operation, I don't care who it belongs to. I'm gonna shut down the operation because it's illegal. It's nothing personal. Real talk. I could meet the whatever the head of the cartel tomorrow, and if he said, "Hey, let's go eat dinner," I understand what you did. Well, let's go eat dinner. I'd say, "Cool, let's go eat." I'm just a normal dude. This is what y'all don't understand is all this you've been talking this fake stuff for so long that you don't understand that's not how the world works. I went to high school with a lot of people that are supposed to supposedly be in the cartel, like the real cartel. They're scared of me. They've been scared of me since we was in high school, bro. It's a small world, man. You understand? I'm half Mexican, bro. I don't get it, man. I represent everybody. I represent Mexicans. I represent Spanish. That's what y'all don't get. So, like I said, y'all be kicking all this stuff. Y'all don't say it about True Life. True Life run around New York kicking the N word, this, that, and the other, right? And he's literally like a little weenie dude. Y'all give him a pass. I look just like him. But it's a problem if I who since when? It was never a problem in reality. Ain't nobody come up to me and said nothing because they scared of me. Now, like I said, you get me in an environment where it's sheltered or whatever, like that's corny. Anytime people want to approach you and act like they're tough when they know you're in an environment that whatever is peaceful and you can't do anything like that, you're not going to get in trouble. Whatever, that's corny. That's what you YouTubers do. It's always just, oh, I want to act tough. I want to try to talk to you some way, Tyrie, behind my computer. Like, you're yelling at your laptop too much. Stop being so angry at the laptop. What did it do to you? You bought it so you could abuse it? And you probably treat everyone around you the same way, and that's why no one likes you and you have no friends, right? Am I striking a chord yet? Pumpkin? Huh? Huh? Come on, bro. I'm not the one who had to go to rehab. Y'all were, right? I ain't never touched that in my life. None of it. What are you talking about, bro? I don't have the problems y'all do. I don't smoke weed all day. I ain't nutword, nutwad. Come on, bro. I ain't got to go online and complain about the next dude and what he doing, who's a lame, much less that's not even worth my time. That's what he do. That's his misery. That's his actual 24/7. That's his life. Misery. Not me. He whining still to this day, talking about anybody who got something going on YouTube. None of y'all have going anything on YouTube. I'm the only one in that sector, the black sector, what I run and I'm the king of, and made money off of all y'all for years. And I'm the only one who made it. So I'm just saying, like I said, I don't discriminate. I love everybody. I want everyone to eat. I want unity. Like I said, when I get my blessings, I might take over this whole thing, restructure it, but that's the only way I'm doing it. I'm not negotiating with anyone. I would just take the money, buy everything out, and I'd renegotiate the whole thing, or I'd create a deal and a merger. I'm a businessman, and I want to bless people, yes, but I want to bless the right people. You know what I mean? So no, that's why you got to watch how you talk to people and how you treat people. Yes, you do, right? Because I mean, like I said, you gotta understand. My girlfriend is Christina. Like I said, when she gets out the hospital, we're supposed to be looking at a what is it, over $2.89 settlement, or sorry, $2.89 million settlement already. The reason why I look unfazed is because I've been dealing with millions my whole life. I made over $1 million like every year consecutively. It's not out the picture. It's not that crazy. It's awesome. And I'm mainly concerned about it being awesome for her because I care about her and I genuinely love her and I just want her to be happy. I put her before me. That's my issue. I put everyone before me. You know, I'm always put her before me. So I want her to have money. I want her to be happy. She's not in the shape. I mean, she's going through it physically, but she doesn't have what I have in my stomach. I want her to be healthy, happy. She's gonna be okay. I know she is. She's gonna be good. And that's not taking anything away from her journey and how hard it's been because I can only imagine. I'm not sure I could have made it through it, honestly. So I give you all the credit in the world and I love you, and that's how I feel. My thing is, I'm never going to deal with any of these other people. I'm not going to deal with no people that I'm supposed to be wrong and everything. And, oh, you're making fun of me and there's a joke. Nobody treats me like that. It's got to be real, man. All I'm saying is, real life is not the internet, right? So, like I said, I mean, that's just one blessing. Then, like I said, I'm in the settlement for the stock that I worked all these years and I invested in one stock. It went bankrupt and it wasn't a mistake because they're going to have to pay me a little bit of something. It's just what they're paying for the time frame is nowhere near. I had over 70,000 shares. So I'm looking at that. Then, I've got oil royalties, I've got mineral rights, I mean, I have inheritance that these people stole, like probably tons of inheritance that they stole that's coming to me. I mean, everything is coming to me, and I think these people know it. And I guess that's why they're so triggered and pressed and worried and mad because they're like, well, you're just going to have everything. Well, yeah, I am. And you're going to have to deal with that because it's not even going to be nothing. It's not going to be a thing. It's not going to be, it ain't a thing but a chicken wing on a string. Ain't going to be no big deal, right? They don't want me to have money because they know who I am. I'm not going to waste my time with you. I don't care what you said. I'm not mad at y'all. I don't care what you did. I already forgave all of you. That's how strong of a person I am. You literally had me burnt through my stomach and abdomen, and I'm here saying I forgive you. Genuinely, 100%. Because forgiveness is for me, not for you. And I'm not going to carry that with me. I'm not going to carry no burdens, no anger, no resentment. I'm not going to be bitter like you. How about that? Like I said, you took my life from me, and I'm still here saying I forgive you. And I mean it 100%. I completely forgive all of you. Doesn't mean I'm not taking you to court and you're not going to do prison time because you're going to prison. You're going to be in the penitentiary. But it means that I forgive you. That's it. So I'm Gucci with all that. Now, like I said again, I'm wearing 530 on my wrist. I got over 2,000 in jewelry right now. I got a level 3A bulletproof vest. I have 18 gauge steel armor. I have a mansion and estate. I have billions in equity. I have what else? Mineral rights, oil royalties, my own car lot. I mean, I got quite a bit going in my life. Yes, I do. I mean, I would say I'm the bee's knees. Yeah, if that's how you see it. So my thing is when somebody's negative and they try to shame people, you ain't gonna shame me. I know who I am. I don't care what nobody here or anywhere has to say about me. You don't know anything about me. You don't know me. That's why you're asking. It's not your business. My business is not your business. That's where a lot of people mess up is you can do that with a sucker. I'm not a sucker. Just like, it's like, thinking that I'm going to give my money to other people who are trying to take from me when I don't have anything. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but that ain't how this gonna go, man. That's the last person I would bless. Because now I'm gonna turn around and when I do get all this money and I get blessed by God, I'm gonna turn around and say, hey, I'm sorry, bro, but you get nothing because you was trying to keep me down. That's what time it is. It ain't no other time. That's what's coming. Watch. Mark my words. That's the future. That's what's coming. And that's what y'all worried about. That's why the devil's so busy. That's what God in these readings talk about and tell me every single day. That's why the devil warring on my mind. That's why I'm going through this physical stuff and this pain. And like I said, some of the pain is supposed to make me stronger. It's got to do with God. God supposedly let my enemies attack me in this cowardly way. He enabled and allowed these things to happen. And it's like, you know, I'm not mad. I don't feel mad. It's like, I'm trusting you and what you're the journey that you set for me. You know what I mean? I mean, they act like I picked my life ahead of time, that that we pick our walk, and that I said I want the most difficult one, which sounds like me. That's, before, when we were a spirit or whatever, before we came on this planet, that sounds like me, because I probably said I'll pick the hardest one that's going to help the most people. And that's my purpose is to save the world. I really am Batman. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Y'all can say whatever you want. I mean, all I'm doing right now is itching to put on these bat suits, put them together, get me a 3D printer, get some money, start printing all my cows and masks and suits. And if I want to get where I'm printing Batmobiles and tumblers and cars and vehicles, I'm gonna open a whole vehicle line. I'm trying to get busy. I ain't waiting on y'all. That's what y'all don't get. I'm trying to take this to New York and Chicago, where y'all seeing Batman flying on a motorcycle down the street. That's what I'm waiting on. Those are my blessings, with Christina lamped up in the hotel room, good, eating nachos and stuff, watching me on a GoPro while I'm stopping crime, while I'm taking over New York. That's who I am. Who are you? I don't know what you people are talking about. I don't know who you haven't seen nothing yet. Believe me, I keep it light and cute on here. I'm a monster. Trust me, I have no fear. I'm a literal, actual monster. Okay? So all this stuff that people have to say, that's cool. Say it to my face. I'm not mad. I'm telling you, be a man or a woman and say it to my face, right? Confront me. Talk. Let's debate. I got links. We could drop a link on the show right now and have people click it. Y'all don't want to do that. You're a bunch of cowards. So keep it shut. Feel me? And that's who you are. The people who back down, the people who stand for nothing, the people who all day and ain't happy and you're miserable. That's you. I don't care about you. You've never made me feel any way. You're the one who pretends every day. All of it's like the people who try to pretend talking to me, pretend they know who I am. Like I said, don't nobody know who I am, man. If you knew who I was, honestly, most people would probably get the hell away from me. That's the truth. Because if you knew who I was and all I've done and accomplished and all the evil people I've stopped, and like I'm talking literally took everyone to war head on, people would probably keep their distance from me. Like, yeah, no, that boy over there, he ain't the one to play with at all. That dude don't play around. There's something wrong with him. That's who I am. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. I know me. I'm the lion in the jungle. Okay? I'd rather be the tiger. Tigers are cooler. They're stronger. But, you know. So, like I said, I mean, I'd say I'm pretty strong, right? I'm still here putting you in your place. How's that feel today, right? You doing all that fake jaw jacking today, all that fake laughing? Howdy, howdy, hee, hee, tee, hee. Like, come on, bro. Even y'all's laughs are whack. Everything about you's whack, right? And all y'all envy me and you jealous of me. Good. Keep hating, stay jealous, and keep wishing you were me, because I got news for you. Ain't never going to happen, boy. Boys and girls, it ain't never going to happen. You ain't never going to be Tyrie Sneed. None of y'all. Because you ain't good enough. You ain't got it in you. I mean it. You ain't got it in you. You ain't me. And that's all I really have to say, man. Like, you know, like I said, I appreciate these people. I appreciate what they have done for me. I'm thankful, man, and I'm just trying to get along with everybody. I really hope that some of them just work out the issues they have. If they're racist towards me or whatever, I hope that they can work past it, and I hope that it goes away and they become a better person. I really do. And if anything, that's what I'm here for, is to help them become better people. I'm nothing but peace and positivity. That's what I've always been. So I mean, like I said, you know, it is what it is. So. Um, One of my best friends here, I really feel like I've made a real best friend here. I mean, really two of them, and the one you heard earlier is one of them. But the other one, like I said, I mean, like, my point is, we've already, like, gone at it, right? And that helped us, and ever since then we've been nothing but tight, because he understood where I was coming from. He understood who I am, and he understood that I wasn't going to back down, because I was real with him about what I said and where I was coming from. And I mean, we literally were right up in each other's faces, toe to toe. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what I did in jail. That's what I did anywhere. I mean, sometimes it just has to be like that and has to happen. So I don't know what to tell y'all, you know? So, like I said, me personally, I'm just focused on peace, man. I'm focused on doing what I need to do and doing the best job that I can. And I just want to help people, man. That's what I was put here to do, is spread love. And, I really feel like that's my tool of choice, is love, So that's all I really have to say now for now, man. I'm gonna work on some stuff, maybe some videos right now if I can. And I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Much love to everybody. Please support my channel and please donate. I need all the donations I can get right now, all the help. Thank you.